So good day guys. Today I'm going to show you how to use Excel and Jamovi on computing our measures of central tendency and dispersion. So we have here our data. So this is selected variables by region in 2015 and selected years. So we have here region, national capital region to ARMM. So we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 regions. So what we're gonna do today, so we have here our data, so our numeric data, and we have our guide formula on computing their total, their mean, their median, mode, range, and standard deviation, and variance. So let's start in computing our total. So in our total, we just need to use the formula equal sum. So equal sum, open parenthesis. So what's next to do? So just you don't need to input the cell ID or the uh, what you call this one, the code or the uh, specific ID to call it to this cell. So we just need to hold shift. So hold shift, then drag to ARMM. So as you can see, you see this one B6 to B 12 or B22. So this number and letter here is the ID of these cells. So after inputting that or selecting all the cells you want to compute, then click enter. So as you can see, you get the result fast and easy. So it's easy to use, guys. You don't need to what do you call this one, make yourself hard on computing this total. So the next one is to compute the other columns or the rows of this data. So just uh, hold. So as you can see, my cursor changes into black. So if that's happened, just click and hold, then drag. So you don't need to compute this manually, although you can, but it will make you, or it will consume too much time. So I show you how to compute it by group. So now let's move on to our mean. So we have in our mean the equals average formula. So equals average, then open parenthesis. So same step, just hold shift, click, then drag to ARMM, then close parenthesis, click enter, and you get the result. So now just the same step you did earlier on computing the other uh, columns. So you now hold and drag. So just easy and fast to solve and compute this data. So next one is our median. We have here the equals median. So equals median, open parenthesis, then hold shift and drag, then close parenthesis and enter. So now you get your result on median. Now the next thing is the hold and drag, and then the next one is our mode. So to compute our mode, we have equals mode formula, mode, and then hold shift, drag, and close parenthesis, enter. So you get an A because there is no repeated numbers or data here. So next one, just hold and drag. So next we compute our range. We have equals max minus mean. So for our formula, so equals max, open parenthesis, hold shift, then this one, and then we have close parenthesis, minus mean, open parenthesis. So the same way, just click and drag. So then enter. So we get our range. Now just hold and drag again, so to compute our data. So next, in our standard deviation. So in our standard deviation, just use equals st dev dot p. So equals st dev dot p. So you have here, then hold shift and drag. So just easy and fast, guys. Then click enter, so you get your standard deviation. Now you uh, click this one and hold, then drag. So the next one is our variance. So in our variance, we will compute our variance now. So same way, we have here the formula equals var.p. So equals var.p. And then just same step, hold and drag. So the easy way, now we get our variance. The next one is just hold and drag. That's all for our Excel. Now let's move to our Jamovi, our continuation for our computation on measures of central tendency and dispersion in Excel and Jamovi. So since we're done in our Excel, so we're going to move to our Jamovi. So open your Jamovi app, and then here you will have to copy your data. So from here, drag to the last data in employed in person. So first, you don't copy it yet, so you make sure to convert into decimal or period, not in comma. So click number, and then don't click this one, so make sure na it's not enabled. So click. As you can see, it changes into uh, decimal, or all the commas are vanished. So now you can copy it na and move to Jamovi, and then paste. So here, after copying, so let's change the variables. So we have population, just copy, and then so copy, and then change to continuous. So let's check it again, 53. Okay, let's put the decimal. So after that, just close. So we use continuous because it's a numerical data. So if it's numerical data, use the continuous measure type. So next one, we have land area. So copy, and then make sure na you don't accidentally copy and paste the data here, because it will change all this data here. So let me show you. So now we have our land area, so same. And then next, we get our third column, and then let's go back. So just the same, continuous, decimal. Oh no. So for the fourth, just copy all this and paste to Jamovi manually. So it should be manually, because you need to configure the measure type and the data type. So next one is the E. It's continuous. It's all continuous, guys, because it's a numerical data, so you need to use the continuous and the decimal because it has decimal places. So you don't need to use decimal places here, but I in formal way I use all for our decimal places. So levels, no. Control C, paste, then change to continuous, decimal, and then go back. Control. So just this guys need to do it manually. And then our no, Control C, and then paste, decimal. So last two. So the decimal. Um, Next one we have employed. So now it's already done. So after all the input of data, now let's go to our exploration in analysis. So in analysis table, go to exploration, then click descriptives. So in our descriptive, so first need to do is to check all the data, the what you call this one, result you want to get. So in our dispersion, we need to check all this one, the standard deviation, minimum and maximum, the variance, and the range. Here we need to check them all since we need mean, median, mode, and sum, or the total of all the values. So now we get our descriptive table here. So next we need to then drag and so let's select them all. So now let's after selecting all the variables, click this one to put all your variables here. So as you can see, we already inputted them. So after that, we get our result automatically. So you see. So these are all the results. As you can see, we have all the result in our descriptive table. So that's all for my video on tutorial of how to measure our central tendency and dispersion in Excel and Jamovi, and thank you for watching.